and organization. We want to emphasize that there is no more excellent tool to change the world than education. Students must understand, and in fact, they must be helped to understand that climate change is not just a threat. It is a reality resulting in social, economic, and environmental instability in a country that is already very vulnerable. Our contextualized resources for the classroom include all these issues and possible solutions so that future generations in Nigeria can be climate champions. We're also calling on the Ministry of Education and Environment to forge beneficial collaboration on this subject. Because the world is already making gradual progress in climate education, countries are now making climate education laws. We are passionate about this because we believe climate literacy can give people the tools to engage meaningfully with governments and corporations to help solve the problem of climate change. We also applaud the federal government through the Ministry of Environment for implementing various initiatives in tackling the climate change crisis, as demonstrated in the ambitious plan in the NDC. As we share this climate education learning curriculum today, for climate change educators to use, we ask that more urgent and sustainable actions be implemented to solidify ongoing climate interventions by the government and other relevant stakeholders. Building on Article 6 of the Paris Agreement, upon which yearly we have engaged in the convergence of COP, we are also asking the government again this year, as we present this climate education pack, that through the Ministry of Education and Environment, the federal government should draft a review process that will include climate education in relevant subjects across primary and secondary schools in Nigeria. In other words, climate education should be mainstream into our national school curriculum. 2, environmental green clubs should be able to function across our schools, which will duly be regularized. Students can participate in extracurricular activities that equip them with knowledge of nature, biodiversity, climate change, and environmental stewardship, including environment and climate literature as part of approved reading literature for pupils, students across schools in Nigeria.
I don't think we can overemphasize the importance of educators in climate education because we are basically shaping the next generation. All we are doing now is to raise awareness, but the next generation will do the work. They will carry on what we're doing. I believe it's essential that they start learning to appreciate the environment. They start learning to take care of the environment from a young age. And using the material that the World's Largest Lesson has developed, we have educators teaching children as early as 2-3 about appreciating the education.
The issue of climate education cannot be overemphasized. Reason being that some of the solutions that have been, proffered or asked for in some of our action plans made it very clear that there is need for citizens, to be knowledgeable for that capacity to be enhanced.
As advocates for quality education and drivers for change, we are certain that education is an essential factor in the ever more urgent global fight against climate change. Knowledge about this phenomenon would help young people understand and tackle the consequences and encourage them to change their behaviors and further help them to adapt to what is already a global emergency. We're still reiterating that the Nigerian government ensure that climate education be mainstreamed into an already existing subject in schools, or rather introduced as a new subject, because climate education is a right of every young person.